Hello everyone and welcome to Minecraft. That's right, we're obviously doing Minecraft. If you watched my video, you'll know. So anyways, I'm doing a tutorial video, or what I can think of for a tutorial video. I'm going to be doing this little series on how to build a city, at least the way I like to. This isn't some, major, do this or anything. This is just something casual for if you're maybe new to Minecraft. If you're not, welcome. If you are, also welcome. So, the first thing I find you should do, if you want to start on a super flat world, go right ahead. Big open space, you can customize them to the best of your ability, but best thing you can do is make a flat world with no structures if you want to make a really big city. But of course, with a city, you need roads. So, I've gotten at least 5 different kinds of roads that you might want to make. So, simple items. This is the one from mine. You'll need smooth stone, bricks, gray concrete and concrete powder. You can choose either grass, path block, mycelium, whatever. I choose podzol, it just looks better. Flowering azalea leaves, composter, iron and acacia trapdoors, smooth stone slabs, iron bars, end rods, and your choice on fences. I would go for oak because this is going with the leaves. So, with my road, I made it a big one. So typically, I make a 1x5 to be the length. I then use 1 block rafter with the powder to be like that center seam, and do another 5. Now you could stop it there, and that's what I'm going to do for this one. I'm just going to make it an 11 block long build. But after that, just build up a little bit. So we're just going to do that. Alright, so once you've done that, you've got your road, right? This one's simple. It's not like you have to texture it. If you did, I mean, you might have to change the center seam. You don't even need to have the center seam. Or if you want to paint the lines, go right ahead. Just maybe use some concrete powder. It might look a little nicer, but your choice. If you want to texture it, just scatter break blocks. Whoops. And then just use concrete powder. And then it's kind of like a little bit of a texture line. But I like to keep it nice and solid. Now, depending on your city, you might want a sidewalk. I wish we had stairs for the smooth stone. I wish we didn't just have this in half slabs. So I do 1 block of this to be like that, I guess that little part of the sidewalk that you have near the end. And then maybe like 4 of these. If you want to do a little more, my city has a little bit more going on, but that's just because I also have stores on the sides. But this is my inspiration for this kind of road is from my downtown area where I live. Now, for the there, for the smooth stone slabs, I choose 1 block, basically dig down 1 extra block, place your iron bars, and then place the smooth stone slab flush. So now you've got your little bit of a sewer area. If you want, you can break them more, put in some maybe some stone stairs. You know, like right here and here, if you want. So it makes it at least a little bit more, you know, it's got like a tunnel. You can fill it, waterlog it, do whatever you want. Now, the other part I like to do, you know, we'll extend this. We'll make it 6 blocks. Make them nice and big. A lot of room for a lot of people to walk on them. So next part, you know, this is already looking nice. Got a road, got some sewer systems there. But sometimes the road, I feel like, or the sidewalk needs a little bit of decoration, you know, a little life to it. So I dig a 3x3 and dig down 2. So just bricks and then down 1 block, and there you go. Fill all of the blocks in with your dirt of choice. So mine would be Podzol. And then the center is your composter on the top. So that'll be flush with your bricks. Once done, fill in the remaining spaces with your iron trapdoors. Alright. Put your fence gate on top of the composter. At least 3 blocks. Yeah, 3 fence gates. My goodness, I cannot speak. Fences. There we go. And actually replace the 3rd one with an end rod. This is just for when it comes to nighttime. Alright. So now it looks weird. On the 2nd fence post up, start placing leaves. So just put it all around. And also put it next to the end rod. And then put one on top of the end rod. So you have tiny flower trees. So it should not leave the area of the iron trapdoors. Now if you want to be extra about it, you can place the iron bars all around it. Because some cities have it where there's a little bit of a iron fence around it. Oh yeah, and don't forget to fill up your composter. So it should have the white in it. You want to have it at least look like the fence post is kind of buried there. Now you can make the trees 1 block taller if you want. It might make it look... Let's see how it looks actually. If you do decide to make it 1 block taller, just get rid of the bottom leaves, so it's not touching the iron bars. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a little taller. I'm kind of partially going off a whim here with how I'm doing this. There. And I'd say maybe do this every few blocks. You know, you don't want them too close together, you want to split them up. And maybe once in a while, go around and get your acacia trapdoors. You can even use the... what is the other one? The warped or the crimson ones, too. Put 4 of them in a circle like that, and you got yourself a city garbage can. If you want, you can put a composter in there, too. And aside from that, you've got yourself a city road. I'm just gonna expand this 1 more block, just for the heck of it. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna be building off of this with all the new city roads. So how many blocks was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blocks. There you go. And you don't need to put the garbage can on both sides. You can just put it on one if you need to. Obviously make sure you have it on both sides at some point, but yeah. That is my version of a city road for the city that I currently have going. Alright. Get myself an elytra. Feels more natural to run around. Alright. Next we have your classic black and gray. So, black and gray, we use the same road type. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, as usual, fill up the road. Oops. Oh yeah, and the blocks consist of black concrete and concrete powder, white concrete and concrete powder, and smooth stone slabs. So you basically just want to do the same thing, fill up your spot with basically just black concrete. It's like your typical road that you would make. I'm going to leave the center blank for now, because then maybe you want to add in your lines. So I just brought the concrete powder just in case. You don't need to do that. You can replace it with concrete powder if you like the texture. Just randomize the texturing of the concrete and concrete powder. And if you want to texture obviously the road, you don't like it too solid and just plain old black, get some concrete powder. Randomize your braking. And now that I'm thinking of it, actually, get some... Where is it? Where is it? That's not what I wanted. Get some coal, like block of coal. And then randomize scattering those all around the road. And you'll see how much of a difference it does look. To me, I think the coal might be a bit much, but it does give it a little texturing. I might just do concrete powder. I like the look, actually. Yeah. It's if you don't like the look. You know what? We're just gonna casually just not. I'm just giving an example. If you want to texture the road, you can do whatever. Give it the cool. Right, now for the sidewalk. Usually on these kind of roads, some people like to do these slabs first, and then you do the smooth stone for the entire sidewalk. Usually the sidewalk consists of just 3 blocks, but since this is a special occasion where I have all of this matching up, you don't need to. This is just the way I want to do it right now. You can make the road however big you want. And make sure you stay tuned to this series, because I will be doing more on this with streetlights. And I'll be explaining how to do those and designing more. Next, you got your classic road, which consists of stone, andesite, stone bricks, cobblestone, bricks, and granite. Or granite, whatever. So these are more like the classic type of roads you would have made maybe like early Minecraft. As usual, getting my 7. Now, since we have 4 blocks is a lot more different, I'd suggest just randomly placing. Don't worry about connecting, because you will have lots of them being connected anyway, so best thing to do is not to have at least too many of them connected, or else it looks a bit too off. So there's cobble, a few bricks here and there, stone bricks specifically. Alright. Some andesite. And then finally finish it off with some stone. This is more of that scattered stone looking road. And then next, got yourself your brick sidewalk, which is the same thing, just kind of scatter place. If you want an easier way to do something like that with the scatter, separate, you know, multiple blocks in your inventory like this, and then just slowly scroll your, quickly scroll your wheel, not slowly. But I find that it wears out your mouse if you do it too much, especially if you don't have the right mouse. So I just tend to, I tend to just place one block and randomize at the same time. Sometimes you look at it, you'll know, okay, this is a little bit too checkered for me, or that's too many blocks at once. And then you can get that feel. You can see what it looks like. Slowly but surely, you have that feel to it. Look like that. You can tell I've probably done this enough, and with the big aperture abandoned city, I've definitely done enough of the scattered building. There we go. Now it's starting to, the entire road's starting to blend together with each other. But yeah. So this one's just a little bit more with this. You can do the same thing with this, with my city version. Give it a little more texture, but I would say if you were doing it with mine, don't do as much. Just do a little. Keep it brick, but with a little texturing. You can do it like that on those ones as well. You can do primarily brick and then scatter some granite across all of it, but yeah. 4 blocks when it comes to scattering is a lot harder. I would suggest maybe doing the scrolling one with that, but your choice. Next we have the abandoned. I'm not used to this. I forgot 1 block in here, which would be a water bucket. You'll need basically the block, the stair, and the slab version of mossy cobblestone, andesite, cobblestone, and stone. So basically just take those normal blocks with their stair and slab variant. You want to have all of them if you choose to do this kind of road. So what we're doing is abandoned look. So like the city just hasn't been touched and nature is starting to take over. God dang it, I can't seem to click things. Alright. Same ordeal with the cobblestone, but from what I would choose to do is first fill up, that's how I would say to do it, fill up everything with stone first. I'll show you this other way of the scattering too. Okay, so you got your stone platform for your road, normal road. Then scatter, just randomly start breaking blocks. And this is basically just going to be texturing for your normal road. Add some andesite. None of the stair variants, just the normal blocks. There. Normal road. Now, for an abandoned look, I would suggest in random spots, add little spots with cobblestone. Little rough patches, basically. And if you have them and use cobblestone. And if you want, at certain parts, use the mossy cobblestone. Make it seem like there's a bit more nature coming back to it. Now, if you want to do a bit more, get your stair variants and start using those in the build. Start making it look like the road has a bit more cracks and holes. So that's stairs I would grab. If you want to make bigger potholes, maybe grab some slabs and start replacing the blocks. There. Now you could keep it like this if you'd like, but let's be honest, some sewers and rain are probably going to affect the city. So I'd suggest maybe waterlogging a couple of things. Doesn't have to be everything, but you can do it like this. Now that's if you just had normal blocks and you didn't want to use anything more modern. Now if you wanted to, a little moss here and there can do a little. Or if you want to replace some with moss blocks and then add some short grass. Boom! You have an abandoned city street. Same thing can happen with the sidewalk. Either brick or smooth stone or normal stone if you want. I'm gonna go with some brick. And I'm gonna try my best to ruin these as best as I can. Because luckily, bricks and granite has a slab and stair variant, so you can do the same thing with that. Part of me wasn't thinking about the sidewalk for this one, I just kind of wanted to deal with this part. Oops. All right. Alright, should probably do it here too. There we go. I'll be right back. Recording this a bit late. Alright, number 4. And now for the final one. More of a sci-fi type look. If you want to do that, black concrete and concrete powder. For my design, get some basalt, polished deep slate stairs, iron trapdoors, end rods, and a lodestone. Trust me, this one's gonna be interesting. Oh, right, I keep forgetting about the sidewalk for this. I suggest just getting deep slate, polished deep slate blocks, and some deep slate tiles. Alright. Right. Let's get my 7. 1, 2, 6, 7. Obviously, this would not be a good one for survival, since lodestones are probably the most expensive thing in this entire road. So, do this in creative. I'm going to texture this road as well, so... Boom, 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 and boom. Gotta be careful with that water there. Alright, so dig down 2 blocks from the road. You want to place your basalt like that. I suggest probably black concrete. Then put your end rods. Now, the lodestone is specifically for corners, so it looks like you can transfer the current. So, for example, just do that. And then on top of all this, just put your iron trapdoors. So that when the time is... Whoops, that's not time, that's... There we go. So when the time is nighttime, the street is lit up by the center strip. Now for the sidewalk. You got the stairs. And then scatter the deep slate, polished deep slate and deep slate tiles. And there we go. A more cyberpunk feeling to a road. Or if you like, you can change the look of the road. If you have anything better you want to add, go right ahead. We need to figure out maybe a way we can use these. I don't know. There we go. So there, 5 different road styles to use in your Minecraft city. I could probably think of a couple more, but these are probably the nicer looking roads, specifically city-wise. So yeah, stay tuned next time. I will be figuring out some lamp posts that we can use for these road designs. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.